Hello and welcome to Warhammer Wednesday. In this video I'll be reviewing the Secutari Titan Guard and specifically the Secutari Hoplites. These guys here. Now there's 10 of them. To get them you need to buy the Hoplite upgrade set from Forge World, which has all of the shields, shield arms and arc lance heads and power packs. And then you'll also need to buy a box set of Skitarii as well. So for one squad of 10, that's going to set you back £47 just for 10. So if you want 20 or 40 of these guys, then that might be a couple £100 when you're finished. I'm going to go through all of the models and then I'm going to talk to you about the rules and also in today's video I'll release them both at the same time. I'll release the Secutari Peltasts review as well. Let's have a little look. He's the alpha in here. Whoops. He's the alpha. He's got a sort of firmer helmet sort of Mohican thing. But other than that he's very similar to the rest. I really do like the shields. They weren't too difficult. The arc lances weren't that bent. As I said before, quick go with the hairdryer, straightens them out. Lovely to work with. Resin. Of course, if the whole model is resin, it's the best option. When you've got resin and plastic, it can be a little bit tricky. Which parts of the plastic do you build first? And then you've got to wait for that to dry, and then super glue the resin parts. So that's the alpha. I've got a few hoplites like this, like they're really taking cover from their shield. It's a shame their shield isn't sort of more straight and to their body, but that might just be my fail for picking the leg pose and things. I mean, all Skitarii, the legs match up with the cloaks, so you're gonna get in Secutari, in Skitarii forces, you're going to get twins, a lot of twins, because there's going to be quite a few where their legs match up with their cloaks, and you're going to see them unless their arms and heads and power packs are in dramatically different poses. So I've got a few like that. Look, this guy, I think they look really cool. This guy sort of running. This guy sort of arc lance on the other side. So yeah, there you go. Not really sure what that guy's doing. Maybe he's just lowering his shield to get a good thrust with that spear. Yeah, really nice models. They're going to look lovely when I paint them. I've already decided that they're definitely going in my black and gold colours. There might be a bit of red in there in places, but they're going to go in those colours just to match the Titans that I've recently built. So we'll do a quick size comparison. I've got a Skitarii Ranger here. I mean, you'd expect them to be exactly the same size, which they are. Obviously just with different weapons, and their helmets really do change the look of them completely, and because they've got these spears, it draws your attention to their chest piece a bit more and to their legs, whereas the Rangers normally the chest piece is sort of covered up with their rifles. And then with a Space Marine, which I have, same model, if I can get a good focus on that. I mean, they're not that... It might just be the pose, because if we just sort of do a pose like that... Yeah, it might be the pose, but these guys are pretty tall. Almost 7 foot, I'd say, for Space Marine is. But then again, I think Space Marines are slowly creeping up in size. Goes to show, they're on the... I say little, they're on the 28mm bases, which is fine. They just haven't got the bulk as a Space Marine, have they? So that's a little size comparison. And that's sort of what they look like around a Warhound Titan. Maybe not the best Titan to put them around. I'd probably say you better put them around like a Reaver or something that you are hardly going to move, just because of the range of weaponry. One of these can, move 12 inches, fire both of its weapons, and then it can move, I think, another 2d6 inches if it chooses to divert all its power. So with these, you want to be moving them as quick as possible and flanking enemy Titans and going after elite units rather than having them sat back. But I suppose if you arm it with turbo lasers, then you've got that option. But I don't think the Secutari are sort of meant to be keeping up to speed with a Scout Titan. I think they're meant to be sort of milling around, Reavers and possibly Warlords. But there you go, that's those. What we'll do now is we'll just talk to you about the rules. The rules are not in any book. They're not in this book or anything like that. They're not in any of the Forge World books. The only way to get the rules is off of their website, for Forge World's website right now. It might be in the new Horus Heresy book coming out. I think it's book 7, but who knows? But for the time being, you just go on their website and you can get the rules for free. So I'm just comparing them to Skitarii Rangers. They have exactly the same stats, same weapon skill, ballistic skill, all the rest of it, and the same for the Alpha. So if you play Skitarii, and you're now familiar with their stats, then great, because you can just apply that to these. One of these squads will set you back 140 points. Now that is 10 points more than a squad of 10 Rangers without all their upgrades, such as the special weapons and the heavy weapons and things like that. They can take exactly the same upgrade in terms of the enhanced data tether and the Omnispecs, and the Alpha can take items from the ranged weapons, melee, special war gear, relics of Mars from the Codex Skitarii. So that's quite cool, but they can't take any sort of special weapons in this squad. What they're armed with is Secutari Warplate, which is a 4+ save. They're armed with the Arc Lances, Mag Inverter Shield, Chiropatris Field Generator. Special rules is Doctrina, Imperatives, Feel No Pain 6+, and Relentless. Their Arc Lance is a powerful spear-like weapon, similar to like the Arc Mauls, and similar to the Cerastus Knight Lancers. Basically, it inflicts the damage of short-range blasts that can be used in shooting attacks or close combat attacks. The close combat attack gives the user +1 strength. It's AP4, it's melee, concussive, and haywire. So that's the important thing to note about these weapons. Shooting attack is 12 inches, strength 4, AP5. It's assault, haywire. So you've got a choice if you want to use it in assault or in shooting. And then the Mag Inverter Shield, it actually provides the power to the lance. It provides the user with a 5+ invulnerable save. And they also count as being armed with defensive grenades when charged. So you've got a normal 4+, a lot of saves going on with these guys. You've got a normal 4+, you've got a Feel No Pain on a 6+, you've got an invulnerable 5+, and then they're all armed with these haywire sort of spears, which is pretty cool. They'll add a nice little punch. I'd say they're mainly after like dreadnoughts or close combat sort of vehicles that are after your Titans, maybe, especially with that haywire. I mean, their strength is going to be strength 4, so, but with haywire, that definitely will cause some damage to any sort of vehicle things trying to assault your Titans. So there you have it. That is my review of the Secutari Hoplites. I think they're a cool little unit. I mainly got them for fluff purposes, but I also think they'll look really cool around my Titans. So that's it for my review. If you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching today. The Emperor protects.